Today I'm here with Josh Jackman with the Peach Crew, and we're in his Porsche GT3 RS that we just put some splash guards on. Real quick, tell me about your name, the Peach Crew.
The Peach Crew, yeah, you bet. So have you seen the old Disney movie Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Robin Hood, you've got little John, and when he's doing his little dress-up thing, where he's going and schmoozing the king, he calls the fake king, the lion guy, he calls him PJ.
Words right out of my mouth, PJ. PJ, I like that. You know I do.
And so me and my brother Nathan, we used to call each other PJ for short, and then it turned into Peach because it was quicker and snappier.
Okay.
And so then Peach Crew came because we were trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to put on the car, make a car page so it's not necessarily always attached to the personal pages. So the Peach Crew was born out of Peach, which was initially PJ, all from Robin Hood.
I love it.
So that's the story there.
That's awesome. Tell me about this car a little bit though. Like how long have you had this car?
So I have had this car almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years at the end of August, I believe.
Okay.
So about 3 years. So I bought this car right before we really started Pivot. So I was working for a guy, a good friend of mine, who was in the packaging world of things, doing flexible packaging, labels, stuff like that. And he made an exit out of that company, made it very successful. And when he made his exit, I ended up picking up this car as kind of I was part of that build. I won't take any credit for what he built. He did a great job, but I controlled about half of his revenue when he sold. So it was kind of fun to be a part of that exit.
Yeah.
And so once that happened, I decided, okay, I'm going to play with this because I've been playing with Corvettes and things before, and it was time to get a fun car.
Nice. Corvette wasn't fun.
Corvettes are awesome, but it was time to get a leveled up fun
really
car.
Fun
Yep.
car. I love it. Cool. So when you bought this, what was it purely just for joy, or has this been on your list for a while?
It'd been on my list for a minute. So the gentleman I worked for was a huge Porsche enthusiast, still is, has one of the most amazing collections you'll ever see, but he was on the Porsche VIP program. And so I was exposed to Porsche at a very high level because of him. So he's had multiple 918s, all of the GT cars, pretty much anything special that Porsche's made, from, again, the Carrera GT all the way to the 918s he's owned. So started getting exposed to him while I was playing with the Corvette side of the world. And so as I was getting more exposed to Porsche, it's such a refined vehicle. It's so balanced. It's really a car that you can enjoy, but also put a lot of miles on, not worry about it breaking down every other weekend. Yeah. And so for a variety of reasons, that's why I landed on this one for the next vehicle.
That's awesome. Do you have any stories, I guess, that highlight owning this car?
Highlight owning this car, man. I will say, one of my favorite things to do when I'm taking people for rides is we'll go up Provo Canyon and we go through the underpass, that tunnel that they've got there. The sound through there is pretty incredible, so that's a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, one of the things that I've really enjoyed about the car, obviously it's a blast to drive, it's a lot of fun, and we put a lot of miles on. I mean, between me and my brother, we've put about 24,000 or so miles on the car.
Wow.
So I think we're sitting at 28,000 overall. Which isn't super common for these cars. Most of these cars are coming out on the weekends and they don't get used very much. But anyway, so one of the things that I've really enjoyed about having the car is allowing other people to enjoy it too. So we do a lot of rides for everyone from kids to adults who might not have the opportunity to own one in their lifetime. Hopefully everyone gets a chance to own something like this. But for those who haven't, or for young kids who are kind of more in the, they're dreaming of what's their future look like, it's a lot of fun to give them that experience that they might not otherwise have. So I think that's been one of the most rewarding things of having the car. But on the flip side of that too, for myself, outside of that side, it's also been a great marketing and networking tool. It's allowed me to be in some circles with folks that have ended up becoming, whether it's investors in our company, customers of ours. It's opened up doors that I don't think would have the car. So not to say that I'm trying to justify it based on what's come out of it, but we have had a lot of success from Pivot, from me being able to have this car and be in those circles that other supercar owners are in. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's cool. That's awesome. So you guys also, I saw a video a little bit ago about how you were challenging some other dude to put 30,000 miles on. Is that right?
Yeah, I challenged him to say who could put 10,000 miles on their 3RS first, another 10,000.
Yeah.
Because he's a little bit ahead of me right now. He won't be for long. But he didn't take the challenge, so
He didn't take
he
it?
didn't respond. So I'm going to keep tagging him and keep bugging him. But I will give him props. You know, he does drive his RS quite a bit, which is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I love that you drive this so much. What are you planning to do with it in the future? Are you planning to keep it for a while? Are you planning to do anything else to it, or what's the next car if this isn't going to be here much longer?
Yeah, that's a fun question. So at this point, actually at the beginning of last year, was it the beginning of last year? I think it was the beginning of last year, yeah, that we were, I was going to get out of this car and move into something else. But after me and Nathan discussed kind of what we want to do with some of the marketing stuff, I decided to keep it. And so at this point, with how many miles are on this, it's not going to give me a big return by any means. So I don't have any intent to sell this car at this point. I think we'll add on to the fleet with as opportunities pop up. But the plan with this car is to drive it and keep letting others enjoy it, keep enjoying it for ourselves, and just getting every bang for the buck we can out of it is the plan. So
awesome. And then, just a little selfish plug here, but we just put splash guards on yours.
yes.
Can you, first off, thank you for letting us use it, putting trust in our hands.
For sure.
But I think it says numbers about how generous you are with this car. But I know you had some hesitations before and after, but what was your thought process letting us use that?
Yeah, totally.
What was your thought process afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, it comes back down to the core of, again, we want to make sure this car is doing good for other people. And so we were super excited to help you guys out with that. Personal reservations were, man, we're putting mud flaps. In my mind, I'm thinking mud flaps on the Porsche. I've never seen a Porsche with mud flaps.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit worrisome. Is this going to take away from what is the natural aggressiveness but also beauty of a 3RS? So I was a little leery that way, but obviously we went forward with it. And I'll say you guys did an absolutely amazing job. It really flows with the car nicely. It doesn't take away from the look. It's not overly obtrusive or anything like that. So I was really happy with the result of it. Because I think I told you guys, I was looking at it, like, okay, we'll let you guys get some pictures, and I've probably taken them off.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep them on. I don't see any reason why taking them off would be beneficial. And again, it doesn't take away from the car.
Yeah.
So you guys did an amazing job. I would say, anyone who's thinking about adding a little bit of protection for their vehicle, whether it's a supercar or whether it's not, you guys did amazing work, and you guys have my full vote of confidence for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And guys, we're going to be back with some more content with Josh. Talking about his participation in the gigantic underground car meet that we had for Utah foster care, and a couple other topics. So stay tuned, come back and check out some more content we have with him. See you later.